All right, good to hear. Yeah, you said it just perfectly right there. I'm down in downtown Bethany. The first stop is Apple Tree Antique Gallery, 6740 Northwest 39th Expressway, one of the classic local hometown businesses here in Bethany. I'm showing you their hours on our Facebook Live right now, so everybody listening, stop by on the Gospel Station Sports and Talk Facebook page. You'll see some live tours at these businesses. And I'm sorry if I take a lot of breaks. I just got a sample of some brownie brittle inside the store. Maybe not the best thing to eat before doing a Facebook Live tour, but you know what? We're getting through it. And to tell you the truth, the brownie brittle was very good. So I'll tell you about that in a little bit. But so again, open tomorrow on Sunday, but Apple Tree will be closed on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, but open on Friday. And right here on Facebook Live, we're getting a good look inside the store. So the first thing you see when you walk through is the jewelry section. This arrangement from this particular vendor, very popular stuff here: watches, necklaces, earrings, and a lot of collectibles as well. The vendor appears to be one of them, DR16. That's 20% off everything. It looks like another is NM19 for the watches that you're seeing up here. Again, all of it you can see on our Facebook Live video. And these watches are pretty special. Now, I never wear the big bulky watches, but even I gotta admit, these look really good. And hey, if for some reason you know a Jacksonville Jaguars fan, there's one for you there. I don't know who'd be cheering for the Jaguars in Oklahoma, wink wink, when Dallas is right there, wink wink, but that's the joke. We'll keep looking around here. On this table right here in front of me, they've got a lot of information as well. Here you can look at the brownie brittle that I got to try. Peanut brittle. I said brownie brittle. Peanut brittle is made by Stray Dog. They're down the road. Only $6.50. And if you're looking for that information, so they're still doing the student fundraiser. I'll show you it here. Get 10% off on all clothing, apparel, and accessories when you show your current student ID at checkout. There is, only one discount per item. If the dealer has a larger discount at the time of purchase, you get the larger discount only. But again, that's great for students. And all you have to do is show your student ID. So if you're going to Bethany, if you're going to Southern Nazarene, if you're going to Southwestern Christian University, and you stop by Apple Tree Antique Gallery or any other local school, there you go. Show your student ID and you'll get yourself a nice little discount. This is VG77, the next vendor we're looking through. Now, this is a big one: model trains, more collectibles, more jewelry, but the Kit Kat clocks on the wall. AT00, that's always a big seller as well. Kind of adds to the atmosphere, if you will, of Apple Tree Antique Gallery. I don't know what it is about the Kit Kat clocks, but they are pretty cool to have up there. That's classic. It's classic. So we're going to take a step down all these aisles, check out some more of the vendors and all their different items here. Now, 3 different aisles inside Apple Tree Antique Gallery with a back section. There is plenty to stop by and look at. There's almost too much for us to talk about. There's so much in here, and I always say every time you stop by here, you'll find something you never saw before. AA50, 50% off everything with a silver star for this vendor. And this vendor's offering a little bit of clothing, a little bit of decoration, some, again, vintage stuff through here, like lawn decoration, stuffed animals even. And occasionally you'll see stuff perfect for the holiday season, because after all, it is the holiday season. I mean, Christmas is coming up on us very, very soon. So you should stop by Apple Tree Antique Gallery at 6740 Northwest 39th Expressway. Call 405-495-0602 and make sure you stop by and get yourself a good Christmas gift. NC59, 40% off everything over $5 except firm. And on right across the aisle from it is a big sports vendor. Now, I always love stopping by this one because my father and brother are NASCAR fans. So I get to see some of the stuff and think they would like it. You know what? I might stop by here as a customer once we're done here and pick up something from this vendor. CD33, 20% off everything inside. And of course, all the different vendors have their own sales. A lot of them are doing some kind of holiday promotion. So when you get a chance, stop by here, look for yourself cup koozies, decals, shirts, and hats, and much, much more. I've got some decorations in my apartment, like the ones they're selling here, so I can attest it's good items. It's good items. Go to Facebook /Apple Tree Bethany. to find the store's Facebook account. They are tagged in our Facebook live video, so you can find them that way as well. DR16, 50% off everything in this vendor. Much more in the decorations and clothing department right here in this vendor. Well, we've been coming by Apple Tree for who knows how long at this point. I've kind of lost track. We stop in here pretty often because it's always a great place to come by. If I hadn't, got that point across already. JT21, 15% off everything over $5 except firm and markdowns. So look at the silver Christmas tree here on the Facebook live video. Again, a lot of these vendors are going to have some seasonal stuff out as well. Christmas, we saw Halloween just a couple of months ago. Excuse me, a couple of months ago, Thanksgiving. There's plenty of stuff to browse through when you're coming through just personally, but there's plenty of stuff to come through if you're looking for something for a holiday celebration, if you're looking for a last-minute gift. Again, there's 3 whole aisles here, each with their own unique vendor, so there is plenty to look through. And remember, if you're a student, you can come by and show your student ID at checkout to get 10% off all clothing, apparel, and accessories, with few exceptions. But that's a great deal for any local students in the area who they themselves might need that last-minute gift to find, or they might need something for the upcoming school year. Well, upcoming school semester, I should say. We are officially done with the winter semester. Finals are over with. Final basketball season, final basketball game of this year is over with, so we'll come back with all of that in 2026. Of course, we're doing Bethany here on the Gospel Station Sports and Talk. It's a lot of fun, and Apple Tree Antique Gallery, big supporter of Bethany High School athletics. Love having them to support the broadcast and support the school. Looking through this next vendor here, you'll see figurines, video games, puzzles, and silverware, Tupperware. I said earlier, you'll find something you'll never seen before. I just saw Skylanders up here. I have not seen a Skylander since I was probably 8, but they've got it in here, believe it or not. So just one of the many vendors hiding gems within their shelves. Again, you can see all this for yourself on the Facebook Live. Stop by Gospel Station Sports and Talk Facebook page. You can see all the stuff I'm talking about here, but whether you are tuned in on the Facebook or on the gospelstation.com Sports and Talk, doesn't matter. Thank you so much for listening. JB50, 50% off everything over $5. This is right at the back of the store. SP31, 20% off everything over $5 except firm and markdown. So all of these different flyers you're seeing on the walls, on the shelves, these are all noting different vendors with their own individual sales. And there's plenty of them. I believe the number is over 70 local vendors within the walls of Apple Tree Antique Gallery. Each again selling their own unique items with their own unique deals, all in time for the holiday season. KT63, everything 60% off sale for this vendor. And as we get back to the back right corner, here's a big one. RB81's 20% off everything except markdowns. The clocks and books are back in this corner, which are also popular sellers. Here you go, weekend special. Paperback books, $1 each, this booth only. Pretty cool. There you go. If you've got someone who likes to read, has a collection going, you could stop by here and find one of the many paperback books they have on the shelves. And here's a little bit of a look at the clocks as well. RB81 clocks only 10% off. These are these old wall clocks, almost like the grandfather clock design. But pretty cool stuff. Pretty cool stuff for sure. I'm looking at this one that I'm showing on Facebook right now. RB81. I'm not even going to try to pronounce the French words, but it comes from apparently the 1840s, or is an 1840s design. You'll have to ask the people at Apple Tree or try to catch the vendor themselves to ask them that question and find that out for sure. But again, that's pretty cool. We're going to move back towards the back left corner of the store now, and then we'll head back towards the front, get you a few more stuff. Thanks so much, by the way, to Apple Tree Antique Gallery for letting us come by and do this. 6740 Northwest 39th Expressway. It is the 24 days of Christmas here on the Gospel Station, Sports and Talk. We're supporting all the local businesses in downtown Bethany, all the deals they've got going on, all the people that work here. And it's always great to come out and do. JB50, 50% off everything over $5. SP31, again, 20% off everything over $5. You'll see more books, you'll see more cups and collectibles, and much, much more.
Inco Mechanical, Electrical, and Plumbing is a commercial and
We going to break back at the studio? Is that what I'm hearing? TC43, 20% off everything except firm and markdowns. Now we're getting towards the back of the store here. So this is, I always like coming by this vendor because there are CDs. This one sells a lot of different actual CDs and collectibles again in that nature. So you look at them and see, just go through some of the list here. I'm seeing, here we go, Michael Bolton, Gloria Estefan, Wow Hits 2012. It's one of those compilation CDs, 30 of today's top Christian artists and hits. Michael Bolton's on there. And many, many more. I see Fastball, a Fastball CD, which I like a little bit of Fastball. They're a good band. The Way is a good song. Back to the store now. Again, you'll see more clothing. And of course, I'll take this chance to remind you that students get to save a little bit on all the clothing and apparel accessories throughout the store. Just show your current student ID at checkout, 6740 Northwest 39th Expressway in Bethany, and you will get 10% off on all clothing. Again, that's for students only. A great way they support the local students, getting them ready for both Christmas and the upcoming spring semester. Back of the store as well, they always point you to this one because this one is great for some of the collectibles, you know, that are, I guess I would say, more traditionally a men's collectible. So bottles and tools and trucks and wheels and basketballs, all that kind of stuff. My grandfather has a lot of stuff like this, so I do understand where they're coming from. Fishing poles back here, and again, different tools and items and miniature trucks and cars. I'll show you some of those on the Facebook as well. The Hot Wheels are also a big part of the store, and that's back towards the front, which we'll hit that in a second. CS21, 15% off everything in that vendor. Just another great section of the store here at Apple Tree Antique Gallery. You can go to their website, I believe, or you can email appletree@coxinet.net to find out more information. But if you want to find their Facebook, they're tagged in our Facebook live video, so you can look for them there as well. They will be open tomorrow before they close the doors for a little bit of a holiday celebration next week. So you do still have time to come by and find yourself a great item, some great deals, last minute stuff before Christmas. ZT60, 75% off Red X only, or 20% off everything over $5 except the firm and markdowns.
Howdy, Oklahoma. It's your favorite.
We'll keep going here throughout the store. CC33, that's a different vendor we haven't seen before. PK68, there's a different vendor we haven't seen before. And we're now on the left side of the store, heading back towards the front. And we've probably been going for over 10 minutes at the very least. I mean, and we're only basically 2/3 of the way through the store. There's so much to look at here in Apple Tree Antique Gallery. So many different vendors to browse, so much stuff to peruse. There you go, there's some vocabulary for you. BB11, 35% off everything over $5. And this is a very festive vendor at this point. Now, hey, you know, Stranger Things just released a new season, right? They're putting out new episodes. There's a Stranger Things hoodie. I know someone who would like that, so there you go. Even I'm finding stuff that would make for a great last-minute gift. Ornaments, decorations, all Christmas-themed. GJ76, 50% off over $5 on the Christmas-only items. Now, we've got a lot of different stops here on the Main Street of America on this Saturday in December before Christmas. So stick with us on Gospel Station Sports and Talk. Again, we'll have more local businesses. Stephanie's Ventique is on the list today. Victory Mattress Outlet's back on the list today. So we're visiting a lot of places, and you will want to see what they're all about, because all of them have something unique to offer, and it's great stuff, especially coming up on the Christmas holiday. And I just got to point it out again every time I come through. Great music taste in Apple Tree Antique Gallery. This is a great song. They're playing Heart on the radio. I love it. I love it. BG22, 15% off everything over $5, except the Furman markdown. Some more clothing here, but also jewelry, children's books, and toys, all at a great discounted price. We've about made it back to the front of the store here. CS21, 15% off everything. More books, more collectibles. Again, all of this is at Apple Tree Antique Gallery, 6740 Northwest 39th Expressway. Right in the heart of downtown Bethany, easy to get to. In a great place you're going to want to visit. One of the last things I'll show you here on the Main Street of America Facebook Live Tour is the Hot Wheels die-cast big sale here on the model cars. So you can see the sign again on Facebook. Robin and James welcome you. Mopars, Hot Wheels, and die-cast, big sale on them. And yeah, you can see how many different Hot Wheels line the walls here in this vendor. My brother would have loved coming by here. This is amazing stuff. So we'll take a closer look at some of them as well. Excuse me. But if you know anybody that still collects these, and I know people do, stop by Apple Tree Antique Gallery. Pick up some of these model cars, the Hot Wheels. We've also got Matchbox, and I believe a couple other brands, but Matchbox Premier Collection, all the classic Hot Wheels. We've got hot rods and motorcycles, a bunch of different, I don't actually know, categories, maybe, of cars the Hot Wheels has put out over the years. So great stuff, and it's a great business that you're going to want to stop by. Apple Tree Antique Gallery in Bethany, 6740 Northwest 39th Expressway. Still time to stop by and get yourself a holiday gift, so make sure you do stop by. Thanks again to Apple Tree Antique Gallery for letting us stop by on the Main Street of America Facebook Live Tour. There's been another amazing stop, and we've got plenty more coming up, so stick with us. But for now, I'm going to send you back to the studio as I head over to our next location. Thanks again to Apple Tree. And if you're a student, stop by, get yourself that 10% off the clothing and accessories when you show your current student ID at checkout. But we'll be back later on in the day, folks. Stick with us. This is Gospel Station Sports and Talk.